go to the phone and say hello. Welcome to Anarchy Radio on the House of Sound. Who am I talking to?
Yes, hi, this is Brucie, and I'm calling from Silverton.
Oh, Bruce. Is it Bruce or Brucie?
Yeah. This is Brucie.
Oh,
the reason why I'm calling is I've noticed that you guys have that dream date with Buddha.
Yes, we sure do. We've been pimping that out for 6 shows now. So are you interested, Bruce?
I'm very much interested. Let me tell you something. I got on your Facebook site, and I saw a picture of the Buddha, and
all right, Buddha.
Oh, he is scrumdiddly-umptious. Oh, that big hunk of man meat. I just want to sink my teeth into him.
That is awesome. What say you, Buddha? Would you give this Brucie a chance?
Oh, sorry, dude.
I don't care if it's public transportation or that crappy Ford Explorer. God, I'll sit next to that man anytime.
Buddha, we can't discriminate.
Right, Buddha. It's Anarchy Radio is. Oh, Bruce, if it's not female, it ain't real. Did you come up with that yourself, dude? Because that's genius.
Listen,
who said Brucie isn't a female?
Listen, I'll tell you something right now. 10 seconds with me, and you will forget that I have a penis.
Whoa, hey now.
No, I'll tell you. Yeah.
So Brucie, it's clear you're homosexual.
I would like you to think of myself as an omnisexual.
Have you ever been with a gentleman like Buddha before? Are you a chubby chaser?
Well, I'm a chubby chaser, a skinny chaser, a chaser. I don't care. As long as they're on your back, I'm a happy man.
Oh. Well, I'll tell you what. Let me tell you something about Buddha. He's got something we like to call saddlebags.
Oh, saddlebags. I would like to chew on those saddlebags for a while.
So, Buddha, no chance you give Brucie a shot? I mean, would you at least go out on a date with him?
Females only.
Buddha, you can put the belly on the back.
Listen here right now, okay, Buddha B. You listen right now. You got to give me a chance to get in your pants.
Right.
I love the slogan, Brucie.
Pour some sugar on me.
I like what theirs is going. Now, Buddha, Brucie, we want you to hang in there, be patient. Me and the bald guy, and again, the bald guy is getting chastised by, I think, his wife for the star segment. But when he gets back in there, we are going to talk to him. We're going to work this out.
Yeah.
And Buddha loves food, as you know.
Right.
So that's a way to his heart, I can tell you right now.
I'll dip myself in salsa, and he can treat me like a tortilla.
Oh, beautiful. That sounds good.
Yeah. I'll be his Twinkie. I'll be his ho-hos. I will be his ding-dongs, baby.
Oh, hey now.
That's right. Oh, yeah, baby.
All right, Brucie. Well, thanks for calling in. Don't give up hope. We are going to work on this. Buddha, we need you to at least, you don't got to make love to him, but at least go out on a date with Brucie. I think it's only fair.
That's right. Okay, sir, I got to get going. Jeopardy is on.
All right, Bruce. Thanks for calling in, buddy. I think we lost him.
We did. We lost him.
Wow. Phone technical difficulties in the Anarchy Radio show.
Right.
Night one with a full new name. We got the king calling in looking for a ride.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
I'm still stunned by that. I'm in shock.
Well, that's a king. You never know what you're going to get, man.
It's like, wow. I mean, he's offering $20.
Right.
Another 15, I could get a Craigslist hooker. I should hold out for 35.
Well, yeah, at least. I mean, 35.
And let's hope Jim calls back in here.
Right.
So we can talk about his podcast.
Right.
And his career in radio.
Right.
And life growing up in Pennsylvania.
PA.
Right.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're off to a flying start tonight there, bald man.
Yeah, we're off to some kind of start.
Hey, did we mention everyone we have in studio? Because I know someone said they heard a baby in the background, and that would be... Hey, ma'am, could I talk to you for a second?
Excuse me, ma'am.
I see you running around here with a donut. How are you tonight?
Good.
Oh, yeah? How's that donut?
Good.
So, do you want to tell your joke?
Yeah.
Okay, tell your joke.
How do monsters count to 15?
I don't know. How do monsters count to 15?
With their fingers.
All right. We finally got comedy on this show.
Right, here's
Let's go back to the phone. Big Jim, you having technical difficulties? I hope you're not having testicular difficulties.
Hey, guys. Here's the thing. I apparently talked out of turn and have been recently disciplined. I apologize for anything I said that may have gotten me in trouble. But,
Something tells me that a certain young lady might have been listening in.
Oh, yeah, I thought she was asleep, but apparently I was a little bit loud and abrupt. Again, baby, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Please, just cool. She has ownership of my genitals, so there really is no getting out of this issue. So is there anything else? You want to talk about the mayoral race or possibly who's going to be elected in 2012?
we try to avoid politics on the Anarchy Radio Show. We found that never ends anywhere well.
Right.
Well, it couldn't end any worse than where I'm at right now. So
1-800-roses. 1-800-flowers.
Right.
There's my advice.
Absolutely. Those flowers can make any issue go like, hey, baby, look, I'm so sorry that I borrowed your car, and by borrowed, I mean sold it for drugs. I'm so sorry that that's what happened. Here's some daffodils.
That always helps, you know.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. You know, it doesn't make the problem go away, but it just sort of eases the blow a little bit.
Whatever makes you feel warm inside, you know.
Well, a knife can make me feel warm inside. It just depends on, you know, who was using said knife previous to the altercation.
And it also depends how kinky you are and what you're into, I guess, right?
Exactly.
Hey, now. So, Jim, besides from being a comedian and a podcast guy right now who's blowing things up, turning down people because he's too big for that, he was a former porn clerk.
No kidding.
Wow, just drag all the dirty laundry out into the front lawn.
Dude, I got to tell you, I am fascinated by your porn clerk career. I mean, you have to have funny stories.
If by fascinated you mean enthusiastic customer, then yes, you are. Very enthusiastic about it. Dude, here's the thing. People hear the term porn clerk gets kicked around a lot nowadays. But more often than not, what happens is you get exposed to a lot of things that just you're not kind of cool with. Like, what it is that you're interested in when it comes to porn is great because it's what turns your gears. It's what gets your crank going. But when you get exposed to all the other horrifying nightmare material that's out there, you don't want that in your head. You don't want that anywhere near that. And I'm like, I'm 30 interested. I'm 30 something, and I'm 30 out there. And I'm working with a bunch of kids that are barely out of high school. And I'm like, oh yeah, I read all these movies last night. They're really, really, really funny. I'm like, you don't understand. You can't change the luggage that will be put in your brain after being exposed to this stuff.
So do you recommend therapy or counseling for people that work in that profession?
That's a very good point. Actually, I'd say that you should be, you should have to go through some kind of reacclimation system to be able to get back into society because you can't just go from like working standard retail for Nordstrom's or JCPenney or something and then work in a porn store for like maybe even a day. You'll see some weird S on the daily that will just mess your head up. So you should, after you leave that institution, you should have something that's funded by the state that can help you get back into society and start making money in an honest institution, as opposed to selling rubber phalluses and plastic vaginas for a living.
That sounds like a Soviet-style re-education there.
Hey, you know what? On paper, communism works. I'll make that point right now. I don't care who disagrees with me.
No.
On paper, if you look at it, just like, hey, we're all just a bunch of bros here, right? Right? Bros being bros. Hey, this bro is the medical bro, and this bro is like the farmer bro. Let's not put money in this whole thing. Let's all just be on the same level. It makes sense. So based on that, I would say yes, absolutely, 100%.
There you go.
So can you share with us maybe perhaps one of your least finer moments as a porn clerk? I mean, there has to be something dark, deep into your soul, burned into your eyelids. When you go to sleep at night, it still frightens
Haunting.
you. It haunts you. There had to be a moment that you were just like, what the fuck am I doing working at this place?
There are so blessed many of those precious moments that normally would send most people running to a therapist, and that therapist running into the sun because of the horrible things that they've heard and been exposed to. But they're going to. What is the censorship rate on your show? Can I get as raw as possible?
As raw as you want to be, brother.
Right.
Well, you opened a Pandora's box right there, didn't you?
Right.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm working at the old store. For those of you who don't know, it was a specific store on a main drag in downtown Portland. And we would have all manner of creepy crawlies come slithering off the main drag to come in and do any menagerie of drugs or alcohol or prostitution or whatever in our back rooms. We were basically just renting small rooms where, dreams were destroyed.